Too much light. Okay. Test, test, test. Okay, we're good on that. Episode 140 today. And chat. And we just wait a few minutes for people to get in from the chat. And I don't type this stuff out anymore. I copy and paste it. Email. No audio today. Oh my goodness. Shame, 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 Sid. Guess you're at work. Email about anything. Coach Steve Money. Work still, Sid. Alrighty. What is that? Nothing. Okay. And we get started here. Of course, we know, just get on noisy. Try not to give Mr. Sid a headache with all the noise. There you go, Sid. That's for you. All right. Might just be me and Sid who's not listening today. We'll see. 2, 1, 2. Messed it up because I didn't hear it in time. Here we go. Take 2. Like all plans, it starts with step 1. $1,000 emergency fund. Step 2, you'll pay off all your debt. Except mortgage, we don't do that yet. So pay off your consumer debt. Every one of the charges, from smallest to largest. Baby, step 3 is next. Full emergency fund of expenses. Stay gazelle intensive. His name is Dave Ramsey, and this is his plan. And I hope to meet him. I admire the man. I've messed up in my life, but these steps have made it right. That's why I coach and why I host this after show. If you don't like results you're getting now, you should do the baby steps. And if you want to have financial peace, then you should do Dave's baby steps. Step 4 is when you can take a breath and go less gazelle and invest. Step 5 is to save for your kids. No student loans at all for college. 6 is to pay off your home. Step 7, build your wealth and don't keep it all yourself. And you've lived like nobody else. Now you get to live large, and now you get to give large. His name is Dave Ramsey, and this is his plan. And I hope to meet him. I admire the man. I've messed up in my life, but these steps have made it right. That's why I coach and why I host my YouTube show. If you don't like results you're getting now, then you should do the baby steps. And if you want to have financial peace, then you should do these baby steps. Live from Columbus, it's the Ramsey Show After Show, brought to you by Tina Scher, the Queen of Sheba, and Eric C., the boosted of Mustang. Here we talk about the Ramsey Show, the Ramsey Show After Show, the Ramsey Show YouTube chat. This is the After Show. And we talk about the Ramsey Show YouTube chat, and the people in it, and all things financial and whatever else I'd like to talk about. I'm your host, Coach Steve Money. I'm a certified Ramsey Solutions financial coach, also Ramsey Preferred Financial Coach, and you can schedule a free consultation assessment at the link at the top of the chat, which is ramseycoach.com/Coach Steve Money. You can email me at this address, CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com, and you can ask me about said scheduling or about financial coaching in general. Any money questions, any questions that you'd like answered on the show. If you can't come and watch live, and type it in the chat. You can also reach me on the Grump. That's Instagram and Twitter, Coach Steve Money, no spaces. If you'd like to donate to the channel so I can make it better, that's paypal.me/Coach Steve Money. All right. Today's Ramsey Show hosts were Christy Wright. If you could take back time. Oh, did I messed that one up too? Gosh. Alright, let's see. Alright, one more time. Take 3. Take back your time. She rode the wave. She's at our leadership next week with Dave. Okay, that's all I got for that. Anyway, and she was co-hosting with George Camel, host of the The Fine Print. Also, this. Opened up YouTube, saw the thumbnail was camel. It's always fun with George on the panel. Ayo wears ASO, Sendeloni wears flannel. No one dresses better than that guy George Camel. That's all I got for that. It's fun though. No, I already did that one. I need to go market report. And today we have the market mostly up. Not crazy amounts, but still up. And the Russell, though, just barely down on the Russell. So pretty good day in the market, and that would be a new high for the NASDAQ, both the NASDAQ and the S&P, since they were a record yesterday and it's up today. That means a record today, no matter how little it went up. NASDAQ and S&P, just verifying. Yeah, so yep. New highs there. What about the Dow Jones? Let's see. That's, yeah, we have to still get about $70 more. No, 63 more dollars, something like that, to get the Dow back to a high. Let's see what we have. Earnings calendar, Moderna, Square next week, PayPal, Coinbase, Disney coming up, Firm Holdings coming up. The most followed stocks on Google, as you can see, Apple down, and we have a story about that. Amazon down as well, but the rest of them up. Tesla still kicking major butt there, as you can see, almost 3.5% up today. Facebook regained some ground there, 2.10. Microsoft 2.24, and Alphabet, which owns Google, 1.51%. The rest of the world looks mixed in Europe and mixed in Asia. And the US dollar is up on the euro, up on the Japanese yen, up on the British pound loaf, and up on the Canadian dollar, and also up on the Australian dollar, mate. S&P 500 has biggest monthly gain. Let's see what that says. The biggest monthly gain. October, the best month for stocks this year. All right. Cool. Large technology stocks whose sheer size give them an outsized influence over benchmarks like the S&P 500 rallied as well. Microsoft rose more than 17%, and Alphabet climbed, which owns Google, climbed 11% in the month after reporting solid financial results. And a deal to sell 100,000 of its electric cars to the rental company Hertz pushed Tesla's stock value beyond $1 trillion for the first time. Yeah. This from CNC Business. Apple sounds a $6 billion holiday season warning. Let's see what it is. I did not read this yet. What will dominate this holiday shopping season? Huge demand. As shoppers use pent-up savings to splurge, or supply chain problems leading to empty shelves and presents on back order? Maybe a combination of both. Apple's latest earnings report is amping up fears that production and shipping complications will steal the spotlight. What's happening? The most valuable U.S. company said, well, what time was this written? 8:03 a.m. Okay, remember that? 8:03 a.m. It said. Where is it? The most valuable U.S. company. It says right there. That was at 8:03 a.m. there. Spoiler alert for the other article that's coming. Anyway, they said after markets closed that chip shortages, that was yesterday, and manufacturing disruptions tied to COVID-19 slashed $6 billion off its revenue last quarter. Apple still posted quarterly sales of $83.4 billion, but it's slightly lower than Wall Street expected. Shares are down 3.5 in pre-market trading, and it finished at what? 1.81% down, so not as down as it was. Amazon also missed analyst projections for sales and profit. Its stock is down 4.5%. And what did that do? Amazon was down 2.15%. Okay. Disruption to global supply chains and inflation in the cost of materials such as steel and services such as trucking, have also raised our cost of operations, yours and everybody else. Amazon, yours and everybody else. Facebook changing its corporate name to Meta, and it did not get the Instagram handle for some reason. Some motorcycle magazine got it instead, I think, after they announced that they were changing the name. Yeah. Alrighty, this from CNBC. Energy Secretary defends tax credits for EV, the electronic vehicles made by unionized automakers. Energy Secretary on Friday defended the Biden administration's proposal to give tax credits for electric vehicles made by unionized automakers. The proposal could exclude electric vehicles from non-union Tesla. Elon Musk's Tesla recently surpassed $1 trillion stock market value, making it more valuable than GM, Ford, and several other global automakers combined. So, but we're gonna punish people that want to buy a Tesla just because they don't have a union. That's your politics in play there, and they wanna have the union. They want to make unions popular. They like unions because they're traditionally Democratic voters, and also they want to give those tax credits out so more people go electric. The president's very, very favorable towards organized labor because organized labor has raised the standard of living of so many Americans, and we want to make sure that we do everything possible to encourage the business and labor really focus on elevating the standards for everyday Americans. All right, but those everyday Americans won't get a tax credit if they buy a Tesla, if they'd rather have a Tesla because it's a better car. So, not saying that it is. I don't know anything about cars, but I'm just saying it could be the best car. And so that's politics for you. CNBC. This article written at 9:52 a.m. after certain news was broken, and it was updated an hour ago. Microsoft passes Apple to become the world's most valuable company. Microsoft passed Apple in market cap on Friday, making it the world's most valuable public company. The move comes after Apple reported revenue Thursday that fell short of analyst expectations. Oh my gosh, I forgot it was Friday. Oh my goodness. How could I have forgotten it's Friday? It's also my daughter's birthday. Today we are planning to do a stream sometime between 9 and 10 o'clock. Yeah. Can't believe I forgot to do this. Unreal. Yeah, 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 yeah. 7 a.m. waking up in the morning, gotta be fresh, gotta go downstairs, gotta have my bowl, gotta have cereal, everything, time is going, ticking on and on, everybody's rushing, gotta get down to the bus stop. I look in the chat, I see my friend, just one kicking in the front seat, Sid is in the back seat. Gotta make my mind up for which seat can I take. It's Friday, Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend, it's Friday, Friday, getting down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend, partying, yeah, budgeting, yeah, fun, looking forward to the weekend. That's fun song to sing. I like it, and I'm happy that it's Friday. I can't believe I forgot it was Friday. forgot it was Friday. All right, so where were we? Okay, so Microsoft passed Apple in market cap on Friday, which reminded me that it was Friday, making it the world's most valuable public company. The move comes after Apple reported revenue Thursday that fell short of analyst expectations. Microsoft passed Apple. We know that. Microsoft have a lot of money, and they had a lot of money too, but slightly less, as you can see. So, ladies and gentlemen, the winner is Microsoft. Now, kids, it's not a race. This is from the U.S. Sun, I guess, not to be confused with the U.K. Sun. Sunday. Halloween solar flare headed for Earth could trigger northern lights this weekend and disrupt power grid. Excellent. The sun launched a massive solar flare yesterday that's headed in Earth's direction, the strongest storm seen in the current weather cycle. The volley of radiation may trigger the northern lights if it collides with our atmosphere and could cause major issues for power grids, experts suggests. So that's an X1.0. I don't know what the scale is on that. Class solar flare flashes in the lower center of the sun on October 28th. Yeah, so that's right there. Ultraviolet image of the flare captured by NASA highlights the extremely hot material in flares. So you can see that part is the hottest right there, that white hot, like liquid magma. It has already caused a temporary but strong radio blackout in parts of South America, according to the U.S. Space Weather Prediction Center. The flare is the result of a coronal mass ejection, a huge expulsion of plasma from the sun's outer layer called the corona. Has nothing to do with the COVID. In a blog post, NASA said the significant flare has been classified in X1. Oh, here we go. Flares are ranked by letter, with the biggest labeled as X class. The smallest flares are A class. Higher numbers designate more intense flares. So NASA logged an X28 in 2003. That must have been horrible. Though an X1 is still a significant eruption. Science stuff. This from the AP, the Associated Press. New York braces for fewer cops, more trash as vax deadline looms. And mounting trash, closed firehouses, fewer police and ambulances on the street. That's the possibility New York is bracing for come Monday as a COVID-19 vaccine mandate looms and thousands of municipal workers remain unwilling to get shots. That would be a mandate from the New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio. It says he held firm on the mandate even as tempers flared on Friday, with 6 firefighters relieved of duty and facing suspension for taking a fire truck to a lawmaker's office and threatening his staff over the vaccine mandate. That was probably excessive. My job is to keep people safe, my employees, and 8.8 million people, de Blasio said at a virtual news briefing. And until we defeat COVID, people are not safe. If we don't stop COVID, New Yorkers will die. And if they die, they cannot vote for me. So we definitely don't want that. Actually, probably some people that have died have voted, whether they knew it or not. Anyway, this from Go. Now we got, she can't even hear. She's not even listening today. But at least she is in the chat. These are, the rest of these are Sydney articles. That means they are from Field Reporter Sydney. And this from grow.acorns.com. Meet the semi-rich. Millions of high-income Americans may not feel wealthy, but are. The 9.9% author. Says the 9.9% author. I think a defining feature of the group culturally is this belief in meritocracy. All right, when talking about economic disparity in the United States, politicians and advocates tend to focus on the top 0.01% and the bottom 90%. An influential percentage of the population exists between those two demographics, the 9.9% or the semi-rich, according to philosopher Matthew Stewart, author of the 9.9%, The New Aristocracy That is Entrenching Inequality and Warping Our Culture. The net worth of that group ranges from about $1.2 million to $20 million per household. Those assets include cash savings and investments, as well as real estate. Many and those things, of course, are recommended by Dave Ramsey. Many members of the 9.9% don't feel enormously wealthy, but they are still doing better than the vast majority of the country. And if they don't feel wealthy, then they are comparing themselves to people that are doing better than they are, and not to the average person in the country. There's just been too much time looking on the Snapchat and stuff, and gauging themselves against the one percenters. The interesting thing about this class is that it's held even. People who make it in that group tend to hold on to their cash. People above that have seen their fortunes triple, and people below that have seen their wealth decline. Grove spoke with Stewart about what defines the 9.9%. This interview has been edited for clarity and brevity. All right. If you're part of the 9.9%, culturally and economically, you've had your kids in a thoughtful or planned way, and you take for granted that they will go to a college, and they will go to the best college they can get into and have a fruitful life and not end up on a loading dock and hating every minute of it. That's from She's Having a Baby, John Hughes movie starring Kevin Bacon. I do not remember who his wife was in that. If you own a home or aspire to own a home in a respectable zip code where other people have these same attitudes and values, you're in that percentage. Do they have a different set of beliefs? In meritocracy, in the sense merit is what makes the economy work. The sum total over GDP, gross domestic product, is the sum total of the individuals in it. Is the belief in meritocracy misguided? Merit doesn't explain the divergence in income, but it is what people turn to. I'm not saying hard work isn't a good thing and doesn't help people get ahead. In a reasonable human society, there are ways of rewarding talent and effort that don't produce the kind of distortions we see now. How's it vary across racial lines? White people make up about 90% of the 9.9%, which is not at all representative of the total. Speaking of that, I saw an article that said AT&T's employee handbook says white people, you're the problem. Thought that was interesting. Not enough to bring it up on the show as an article, but obviously enough to remember it to mention it here. Anyway, white people make up about 90% of the 9.9%, which is not at all representative of the total. It's not all white, but much more white than the rest of the population. Asian Americans are roughly even balanced. They are in the top 10% and 90%. Blacks and Hispanics are at 1.7 and 2.5 of the 9.9%. People of color are radically underrepresented in the 9.9%. Alrighty. Okay, that's probably all we need from there. It's from CNBC again. And as I said, all these are from Field Reporter Sydney. Middle-class Americans face retirement insecurity. We've had a couple articles like this. This one says middle-class households, U.S. households have limited financial reserves and may face retirement insecurity, according to the National Institute on Retirement Security. In 2019, middle-class baby boomer households had median assets of $51,700, and the numbers are significantly lower among Black and Hispanic families. All right. Boom, 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 boom. Majority of people not offered a 401k or other type of plan through their employer are just not going to save. So they either don't know that they can do a Roth, or they just know about it and don't do it. Don't do it. Everybody should do a Roth. Even people that do have a 401k, because you can do both. This from medium.com. I guess smallandlarge.com we're taking. How long does it realistically take to save $1 million? There's your sand through the hourglass happening. I'm reading a fascinating book now called The Millionaire Fast Lane by MJ DeMarco. In the book, he does the normal personal finance routine of making fun of the average American who is broke as a joke. Then he does something a little more expected. He turns his sights on the more mainstream personal finance advice. He goes after the get-rich-slow crowd. Now, I'm not married to the idea of getting rich slowly. It works, but it's not for everyone. If you want to get rich quick, great. Be aware that it will be difficult. You'll have to work smart and hard, and you might need some luck. You will need some luck, or at least avoid bad luck. Yeah, absolutely. You definitely need to watch out for scams, but it is possible. That said, I do feel the need to come to the defense of the get-rich-slow philosophy, especially since it gives me an excuse to illustrate the power of the incredible wealth-building tool that is the stock market. Yes, and the get-rich-slow, there's not nearly as much risk, and it works for everybody. Everybody can do that. You don't need to be lucky. Today we're going to take a look at some data the dude pulled in to debunk Get Rich Slow and show how he accidentally highlighted the power of the stock market. Okay, so here's the table. Saving $1 million with no interest. You used to earn 1 million or what? Average annual salary, years to save $1 million. You save one. How is that different? I don't understand what's going on here. Unless one of them is doing it how it does, how somebody is doing it fast or something. I don't get it. Was one of them supposed to be $10 million? Let's see, assumed you would pay 20% in taxes, save 10% of what was left, and stuff under the mattress to earn a zero rate of return. Okay, the chart does illustrate his point very well. An architect making $85,000 will have made $1 million in a career after working 15 years, but they will have spent most of it saving 10% of their after-tax salary. It would take them 147 years to become a millionaire. Okay, so they will have made the, I say, saved it. Okay, so that's, to earn. Stupid, sorry. It says right there, earn, and right there, save. That's my bad. Okay. So this chart does illustrate his point very well. Not only is 147 years longer than the average career, it's also longer than the average lifespan by a lot. Though saving it alone is basically impossible for anyone with a normal salary to become a millionaire in their lifetime. this is true. So we're going to use the same assumption. You pay 20% in taxes, save 10% of what's left. Of course, this ignores the fact that traditional 401ks let you invest pre-tax money, but that's fine. We won't even give you a crazy rate of return. We'll assume 6% per year. The S&P 500 makes 10 to 12% a year, and that's probably up because the past 2 years after the quick recovery. But the annual savings and the years to save $1 million, you can see, is 39, and then 50. Just depends on what you make there. Bartender 58, making 26,000. But see, it still can be done by the time you retire. So you just have to. You can do any of these numbers are fine to have as an average annual salary, and you can still get to $1 million. You just have to, like the lowest one here, the most amount of years. Now bartender is the highest at 58 years. Yeah, you just have to start really early. But yeah, you just have to live under this salary. So the 26,000, if you can afford housing and all your other expenses, and you're happy with that, and you can save $2,000 a year or more, then great. So everybody, that's what everybody can do it. It doesn't take anybody also can do it. It doesn't take somebody that's smarter, supposedly smarter or whatever, to have a quick rich idea, that kind of thing, or to figure out some stock that's going to go crazy, and etc. So, but that's the basic dealio on that. And that's it. That was the final article, and we did Friday. I can't believe I forgot to sing Friday. I almost want to do it again because I need to fix my chair one day. It's got a slow. All right. Let's see. Tonight I am going to play. I may play more dark. I played it yesterday and I liked it. Played it for 2.5 hours. Or I might play Among the Sleep Enhanced Edition. I'm going to do that at 8 o'clock, and I am going to play probably until 10 o'clock. Plan to play until 10 o'clock, but somewhere beyond that time, Bella should be home from her birthday dinner, and then she and I are going to do a special birthday stream for her of trying the Enchanted Edition. So that's the plan. That's upcoming streams. Of course, this one, the Ramsey Show Aftershow show, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday, even when there's replays, like there may be all next week of the Ramsey Show, because Entree Leadership is in a city called Amelia, Florida. Never heard of it. But that's where Entree Leadership Conference is this year. And and everybody is supposed to be there. George Camel's picture isn't in there, but he informed us via chat that he is going to be there all week. So unless there's some speakers just like flying out for one day and flying right back, there won't be anybody at Ramsey Solutions to host the Ramsey Show. So good chance there's going to be all replays, but I will be live each and every day at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Alrighty, and let's see. Today is Friday. I wouldn't normally be doing a stream at all, but Bella's birthday and she wanted to do a stream, so I'm going to do that. Wednesdays and Saturdays are the normal days for Old Man Video Gaming, where I play a solo game. And except this week, the Ohio State Buckeyes, like last week, are playing on Saturday night instead of in the afternoon. So I am going to stream. I'm going to game stream and play a different game that I'm going to play tonight. I haven't decided which one yet either, but I'm going to do that at 6 p.m. Eastern Time on Saturday. And then after that, until Buckeyes play at night again, it's going to be 8 p.m. on Wednesday and Saturday both. Alrighty. And let's see what other. And Monday nights are... let's see if we can find what those are. Monday nights are either tech support or Ramsey coach support. In which case, in both of those, I go to the affiliated subreddit. On the Reddit, I go to the r/tech support and r/Dave Ramsey and comment on the stuff going on in there. On tech support, I do tech support. On the Ramsey coach support, I do the Dave Ramsey subreddit, and I just talk about people's questions on there or their comments, or a lot of people post their like goals and milestones that they passed and so forth, and questions, of course. A lot of what would Dave do questions on there. And is that it for streams? I think so. I think that's it for now. Board gaming with Stephen Glenn on hiatus. Do not know for how long. He is going to get back to me when he wants to do one. In my music playlist, I have the Baby Steps song. It's the temporary lyric video of that. Also the temporary lyric video of the John Deloney song. And I also have me reacting to John Deloney's reaction to the John Deloney song. And so that's fun. All right. And I guess I got some more Coca-Cola Zero Sugar today at the store. So that's fun. They only had two liters of it, so I couldn't get more than that. So I got 6 Diet Cokes and 2 Coke Zero Sugars. Alright, so that's it. I will be on at 8 p.m. streaming one game or the other and waiting for Bella to come home, and then sometime before 10 o'clock, hopefully, she'll be home, and I'll end that stream and then start a stream of Trine Enchanted Edition with her. Alrighty. And here's the part where we say, I'll go through. This is at the top of my YouTube page, my channel page, the banner here. On the lower right of that banner, it has schedule free consultation, and it has that link. You just click on it. PayPal has the donation link right there, that P. And this is my Instagram handle. And the only other thing would be email is coachstevemoney@gmail.com. And you can get me on there for any questions you might have about anything at all. Alrighty, make smart financial decisions every day. Thanks. Have a good weekend. Don't forget that it's Friday, like I did.